Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 34 of Direwolf20's Stoneblock3 series. Today, building the turbine. So I started with the largest size turbine that is efficient according to the FTB wiki, which is a 18 height with a 17 width. So it's 17 by 17, and it's 18 blocks tall. So you see it goes up to and touches the ceiling, which is fine. And I just moved my feral flare lanterns a block away from the area that was in the way. So that should be cool. So I'm kind of figuring out how to do this because I've never made one this large. So I figured, let's do it on camera a little bit so you guys can see. But luckily, the wiki tells you exactly how many of each block you need. So I'm kind of just winging it. So we need that, and then we need pressure dispersers all around it, right? So the whole layer of the rotational complex must be filled with pressure dispersers except the blocks on the side. So we need pressure dispersers all around the side. Okay, that should be cool. Hopefully I've got enough. That messed up my counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. I did do good. Nice. All right. And then how about a nice old build to me with the building gadget? You know, or I could do just surface mode. No? Oh, right. Surface mode with place on top. Now, if I did this correctly, it should use up all of my pressure dispersers. But not like that. So pressure dispersers, we are getting there. I assume. I've got 34 more. Huh. Because it said that's how many I needed. Pressure dispersers, I needed 224. All right, I think we're cool now. So I needed to. I missed a stack of pressure dispersers. So that's what the pressure dispersers look like. It fill up the whole internal area. And now I have enough saturating condensers. So that's what goes on top of and around the 5 electromagnetic coils. So I'm gonna build on top of these guys, and that should be cool. That worked pretty good, actually. Yeah, not too shabby. Nice. Okay. And then I guess it doesn't matter, I think, for saturating condensers. Where's the notes on these? The rest of the free space inside the turbine above the rotational complex layer can be filled with saturating condensers, but free space is allowed if water output is above the max steam rate. It's useless to add more saturating condensers. So I think what that means is we just plop a bunch of saturating condensers in here. It doesn't matter how much or where they go. It should be fine, right? So I'm just going to do this, and then like that. Does that seem coolish? And try to like even it out a little bit. And I guess I've got like one more, so I'll just stick it there and it's fine. Yeah, well, why not? It should be cool. And then free space is allowed, it says. Now the top layer needs to be all turbine vents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a turbine vent here, and then we're going to do this and that. No, undo that. I don't want that. Let's just build to me on that one. Is that cool? I think that's cool. Now, can I vein mine that without it? Yes. Beautiful. Cool. All right. So that fills that up. And then we need a bunch of turbine vents along here. So like that, I'm pretty sure. Because the outside of this should be all turbine vents. If I'm not mistaken. Good. Okay. And I don't know exactly how many they need. All I know is I have enough in my inventory for how much I need to have. Good so far. Yeah, so it's allowed to be empty space up there. That's all it says. So I think we're just going to let that be empty space. We'll fill in this line. How are we doing? Not bad. Cool. I've got another stack of turbine vents here. So did turbine vents go this low? I mean, I guess so. And then I've got, what, 4 more left? And then we can just use structural glass, which I don't think I've made yet. So as usual, I'll just make 1 and then EMC the rest up. And then we'll see how this does stats-wise. I have no idea what to expect. Stop doing that. Yeah, like I guess double-clicking it pulls out the target or something like that. I don't know. All right, cool. And then let's, I guess I'll do a quick build to me like this. And then maybe surface mode it. Cool. I like that. Not that one, though. All right, now we need 20 blades. So what we're going to do is that. That's cool. All right. Looking good. So I should be able to now... what else do I need to put in this thing? Let's just get the... Did I get rid of my structural glass? Alright, something's off. Probably missing something somewhere. Think I need turbine valves? Is that right? Might need turbine valves. I feel like something's not forming properly. What did I do wrong? Did I miss something somewhere? Oh, I'll figure it out. Probably missed something. So I think my problem is I let my turbine vents go too low. So let's try build to me. De-shrinkify. Nope, not that. Undo. And I need more structural glass. I like how I'm basically in creative mode at this point. Hey, now we're cooking. All right. So capacity is 184. Max flow is... Okay. Turbine statistics. Vents. We're limiting by vents. But I filled up as many vents as I possibly could. I don't think I can do any more vents. Max water output is 18.7 million. Max flow is 18.72. 18.75. So it says that so if water output is above max steam rate, it's useless to add more water. So water output is 18.75. Max steam rate is 18.72, so we're good there? I guess? I think this is as good as we're going to get. I think it's good enough. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We're, you know, doing stuff. So, presumably what's going to happen here is we need to get steam into here and then output water and get it back into here, right? So for that, we'll probably want, because I'm pretty sure Mechanum's quantum entangleopers, I want to say they might have a like near infinite transfer rate, but I'm not sure. So let's get a fission port, right? So you're going to be what? You're coolant. Yeah, so let's get you outputting coolant. And you can be input, right? So you'll output coolant to, let's go here. So you will be steam, and your side config will be input on all sides for, is steam a fluid or a gas? I don't even know, but we'll just make it input on all sides for steam. Okay. And then you're going to be steam, but you're going to be output on all sides. Cool. And then I'm pretty sure the turbine vents are what, you know, spits out the water. So let's have you be turbine water. And you will, for fluids, output all sides, because water is definitely a fluid, right? And then you can be, yeah, turbine water. And for fluids, you will input on all sides. Cool. Now we're just going to have to test that and see if the flow rate is sufficient with, you know, one quantum entangleover. We'll see if we need more. So now we need to do fissile fuel. All right, so here's my plan. Let's get the minimum viable product for fissile fuel production, and then we're going to see about, we're basically going to use tick accelerators and Mark II condensers. So I'm probably going to want an EMC link, actually. Yeah. Let's get a compressed refined EMC link. I think that should be fine, right? Because the other options are refined. Compressed lets you do the 54 slots. I don't think we need that much. Just refined should be fine. That's the 9 slotter. That should be cool. Yes. All right, just did a bunch of crafting. These are all the machines we're going to need. So I'm going to get a stack of each of them. Oh, I can't get a stack of them? Oh, well. We'll just have to make, you know, them on demand, I guess, when we're over here. All right, so let's knock this out. I also cleared out a bigger area within which to do stuff. So that should be cool. And I'm just going to do it right along this wall. So it's far enough away from the reactor so that our tick accelerator won't affect anything over there. Then I can just kind of go from here. Now there's one more thing I needed. Hold on. Where's that tall thingy? Yeah, the isotropic, this guy. Yeah, I don't have him yet. We need one of these. Correct. All right, so get a new tablet for this area. I don't want to keep running back and forth. Cool. Okay, so this is the last thing on the line, right? And usually I stick this like in front because we usually have like the two thingies, right? So you're gonna make our fissile fuel. Okay, so fissile fuel is made from uranium hexafluoride in a chemical infuser. So that's gonna go here. Chemical infuser. Okay. Uranium hexafluoride needs uranium oxide, which is made in a chemical oxidizer. here. Okay. And then that's your uranium oxide. And then on the left side, we're going to have hydrofluoric acid, which is made in a chemical dissolution chamber. Hydrofluoric acid. And that needs sulfuric acid, which unfortunately I can't add this without doing that, which is kind of annoying. So sulfuric acid from mechanism is made in a chemical infuser. Did I already use up my infuser? Yeah, so let's get a couple more of those, because I know I need a lot of chemical infusers. Cool. Okay. And the chemical infuser will make the sulfuric acid from mechanism with sulfur trioxide and water vapor. Okay. So water vapor is made in a decondensator. I might put that above this time and see how that works out, right? Rotary condensator, that should be cool. Yeah, it should work, right? Yeah, we'll find out. I'm going to try and, I want this to be relatively compact because I might want to expand this and have multiple sets of these because we're going to need a lot of fissile fuel if we're going to be making this much, stuff. All right, so that was the sulfuric acid. That covers the water vapor, which is just water, so water will go into that thing. And then sulfur trioxide is going to be oxygen and sulfur dioxide in a chemical infuser. And oxygen comes from an electrolytic separator, which again, I'm going to put on top and see how that works out. And then we can have water feeding into the top of these guys. That should, maybe. Cool. So oxygen, sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide becomes sulfuric acid. Okay. And then sulfur dioxide is just going to be a chemical oxidizer of sulfur dust to sulfur dioxide. Okay. Now, technically speaking, I want to point out that you can make sulfuric acid from sulfur directly, which has an EMC value, by the way. But you only get 2 millibuckets of sulfuric acid per sulfur. And I'm assuming that's going to be pretty slow. And this is giving us 100 millibuckets. So it's going to be a lot better to go this route, I think. We'll find out. Deal? Sweet. Let's get some stone here, ready to fill in this mess that I'm making. Cool. All right. Now that we've got this ready, let's get a tank full of water. And what I'll probably do, let's have 2 tanks full of water. No reason not to, right? With Evertides? Because I can have you auto-eject down, or no? Maybe not. Maybe not. Do you think I can... Do you think I can do like this? Decondensating. Hey, there we go. That's what I want. Nice. Okay. And then, can I have you in here? Oh, I can. That's cool, right? Isn't that cool? I like that. And then the hydrogen will dump excess. And then we want the oxygen, gases, output down. And then you're going to be... This is my sulfur trioxide one, right? So that's oxygen will be on the red. Gases, input on top. So then you should be getting your oxygen there. Okay. And then orange will come in from the right on gases. Good, perfect. No, orange will come in from the left, and you'll output to the right. Okay. And then you're going to input here, output here, right? And then you're going to output your water vapor, which is a gas, down. So that should be coolish. Water vapor is a gas, right? New chemical infuser, gas. Didn't I change you? Or did I change items? Oh, I changed items, that's why. Okay, so you should be that. And then you'll output there. And now you're getting your water vapor. It's not what I wanted. Oh, it doesn't super matter. Can I clear you out? There is a way, I know that. Well, it really doesn't matter. What I can do is I can make it so that this is red and this is orange, and that should be fine, right? So once you get your sulfur, let's get a stack of that just to stage it. Do I not have sulfur? I have this sulfur. What sulfur needs to go to make sulfur dioxide? Sulfur dust from mechanism, which I can make with crushing sulfur. That'll do. And let's make sure, do you have an EMC value? You don't actually. Okay, but this does. Right? So we'll teach you, and then you're good for making more. Okay. And then we get you in there, and you're going to not output items. You're just going to output gases to the right. And you're going to input on the left is gases is orange on the left. So if I put this in here, and then he's going to make his sulfur trioxide, which he should output to the right. And your orange input should be on the left. There we go, gases. Yeah, you're not doing anything with items, so chill. All right, and then you got sulfuric acid, which is going to need fluorite, which also has an EMC value, by the way. And then you output to the right, which is cool. Hydrofluoric acid, perfect. Now I don't want to get confused with that. So that's input, output, output in the front. That's what I want. So then you're going to get the uranium, yellow cake uranium, which is an enrichment chamber. I only need one of these temporarily. And remember, it charges up his RF from being in my inventory, right? Or I can just plug them in for a sec. Okay. And then you guys go in here. You're going to chemical oxidize. You're going to then come in here. Because I need you for gases. Yeah, output on the left. And now you're cooking and making fissile fuel. Beautiful. Look at it go. All right. Not too shabby. I like this. So now let's get you guys all powered up. So you know what I could get? Let's use mechanisms. Ultimate universal cable. Does that sound cool? So I'm going to want you. I'm assuming these have an EMC value because they're easy crafts. Hey, don't I have atomic alloys? Did I use them all? I may have. There we go. No reason at all to teach them a lower version of that. You know, like the gases and the fluids, sometimes it makes sense to have the smaller size ones, but I don't see any reason. Now, technically, I could put that on top there, but meh. Yeah, I guess the reason I always had these on the not on the top is because I wouldn't want... You know what? I'm going to move them to the back. Just so I can power them a little bit more easily. So this was the electrolytic separator, because you need oxygen. And then we're just going to have you, for gases... output to the front. Right? Cyan is oxygen. And then you, for gases, should, instead of top, be back. That works, right? And then you were what? You were making my... You might be the chemical infuser? Are you one of the chemical infusers? I don't need this enrichment chamber anymore. Is that what you were? No, you were the rotary condensator. That's right. Oh boy, what'd I do? What happened? Something happened. All right, so apparently the crash was caused because the rotary condensator didn't like having an Evertide amulet in it. Maybe because of when I placed it, it didn't like having it in there. But just to prevent that from happening again, I think what I'll do is remove the Evertide amulet here just to play it safe, and we will use a tank after all. And what we'll do is some laser IO. That should be fine, right? I think that should be cool. So what we'll want is our laser dude here, and then on the opposite side of you, so that would be north, we'll extract max, and then on this side we'll insert fluids, and on this side we'll insert fluids. And that should be cool. You know what? Probably because it lost its memory of condensating versus deconcentrating. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that having happened. And then we can put this guy in here. And that should fill up. And then we should be groovy. Right. Excellent. Cool. And then let's put our flux point here. We will tell him to ignore his limit. Cool. All right. So then you should be good. You should be good. Let's do some silencing of mechanism machines. Ah, the sounds of silence. So good. All right, cool, cool, cool. Now are you working? Like, what are you doing? So your side config for gases should be output to the front. Input is none, and then fluids can be input in the back. Yes? So you're making this, you're making your oxygen, you're making your sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide, you're receiving sulfur trioxide, your gases should be input one on the back. And you, for gases, should be output to the front. Should be working. Red should be gases input back. Right. Empty and sulfur trioxide building up. This should be right. Yeah, you're constantly running, which is good. Building up your oxygen. We'll do speed and energy upgrades in a minute once I get all this figured out. Why are you not behaving yourself? I'm going to break and replace the rotary condensator because I'm assuming maybe it broke. It might be broken. All right, let me play with it for a sec. Yeah, I think I totally broke that thing. I had to literally trash the one I had and create a new rotary condensator out of EMC. I think I definitely broke it. I think what happened was when you break it, it forgets what mode it's in, and it didn't like having an Evertide amulet in this slot when we broke it. Pretty sure that's what caused the shenanigans. So now you're burning up your sulfur trioxide, you're making sulfuric acid, and then you will get hydrofluoric acid once we get fluorite cooking in here. Cool? Okay, so that's cooking. And then let's make sure our mechanism is muted. Nice. Okay, so that's cool. Let's do energy and speed upgrades. Does that sound cool to you guys? So this should all be good now. Let's get this put away. I don't need this many universal cables at the moment. I don't need any more of you. I might want my card holder. Yeah, because I think what I'm going to do is use laser IO to transfer from the refined EMC links into the machines. That would probably be cool, right? Yeah. I don't think I need any of you at the moment, but if I do, I'll come back for you. I don't need to shrink at the moment, just cleaning up my inventory. All right, so now let's get the yellow cake uranium, the fluorite, and the sulfur dust that we're going to need for this process, okay? So now we can get... Now the refined EMC links has 9 output slots. I don't know if I'm going to need that. So let's get like the personal EMC link for 1 slot, because you're going to get sulfur, right? So you will be a chemical oxidizer. Or what I could do... Maybe what I'll do is... We could just do this with 1 refined EMC link, right? Let's try it that way. So I think I can do that. So what I should be able to do is a refined EMC link here with you, you, and you. So on the down will be an insert. On the down will be an insert. And the reason that card isn't rendering is because, let's see, items will only be insert on the top. You will allow inserting on the top. Remember, if the laser's not rendering, he's not accepting on that side. So you have to make sure that happens. And then for you items, insert on top. Hey, right, down green, up will be extract. Oh, wrong yellow card. Up will be extract a stack of tick. Okay. Now, can you accept chemical oxidizer? You're also a chemical oxidizer. So what we want to do is filter this. Okay. So on the down, your filter will be yellow cake uranium. On the down, your filter will be fluorite. And on the down, your filter will be sulfur dust. Okay? So then all we have to do is this, this, and this. And now you should be getting sulfur dust, and you should be getting fluorite, and you should be getting yellow cake uranium. Cool? And that'll just keep in stock all the time. Boom. Instantly refilled. I like that. And then you should be producing a bunch of fissile fuel. So now let's get speed upgrades. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I can just click you. Did you get your speed upgrade? Okay, yes. And click you, and click you. And now you should all be fully speed upgraded. And now energy upgrade. So click, click, click. That's all energy upgraded. And how about a gas upgrade? Because I feel like some of these might be able to have it. Do we have iron dust in here? We have enriched iron. Not quite the same. Stop doing that. Can any of you guys accept gas upgrades? I don't even know, but we're gonna find out. If he can accept it, my mouse will click. Yeah, like he could accept the gas upgrade. Okay, that looks good to me. So are we all groovy now? Yep, uranium hexafluoride. Nice, nice, nice. Your upgrades are all in. Your upgrades are all in. Your upgrades are all in. It's pretty cool. Speed, energy, gas. We might need another chemical oxidizer here. Might need. Might not be a bad idea, right? Because I feel like that's our slowest. Our slowest dude is the chemical oxidizer, right? Everybody else is keeping up just fine. So what if we made another chemical oxidizer? And we just set you up here. And we said, you ready for this? This will be cool. So you're going to, let's do this. Turn that all off. Your gas will be output to the bottom. What you're inserting from the left is orange. So let's have you also insert orange from the top. Okay. And then on this side can be insert with a filter of sulfur dust. And then once I turn you on, you should be running. Cool. Now, to make sure that you get power, let's get energy and speed upgrades. And then I'll let power come in through here as well. All I need to do is add a quick node on the up, can be extract 100,000 RF a tick. And then just bind you to here. And now you should be running. Cool. And now you're getting more sulfur dioxide. We doubled the sulfur dioxide you're producing. And that should be pretty cool. And now you're going to build up a net gain of sulfur trioxide, which is awesome. Plenty of oxygen. Still not quite enough sulfur dioxide. But that's okay. It'll still be good. I'm just surprised at how slow you are. Why do I feel like you're slower than you should be? Why do I feel like you should be faster? I mean, I guess it's cool. It is what it is. All right, neat. All right, now what we want is we're getting pretty close to the wrapping up point. We're actually quite past it, but that's all right. I really want to turn on this reactor before we wrap up the episode. So let's get a tank. Can we get a gas tank and like get a full-size one of you? Taut. To this. Cool. Okay, so what I'm gonna want is a gas tank here. You know what, I don't need, so I'm just gonna have you, for gases, you can input on the top and output out the back, okay? And then we're gonna have our quantum entangloper here, and you're going to be fissile fuel, and you will be, for gases, because I'm pretty sure fissile fuel is a gas, output out the bottom. Okay, and you're going to input on the top. And then you're going to, what do you have for auto outputting going on? For gases. You're going to output out the front. Let me turn that off for a sec. You're going to be fissile fuel set. Your gases will be input on the back. You can now output out the front again. Fissile fuel is now gone, and you should be getting fissile fuel in the tank. You are not, because I don't have a good reason why. Why? Fissile fuel, you're set. So you're clearly feeding into it. Empty, empty. All right, and you can input in the back, right? So you're running. That's good. Where's all your fissile fuel going? Empty. Fuel tank empty. Why are you doing this to me? Side config, fluids, gases. Output out the bottom, eject on. Fissile fuel, hooray! All right, nice. So now, should we activate this guy and see how he goes? All right. So he's running. We're net gaining on fissile fuel, which is good. Building up nuclear waste, which is good. Are you running? Steam empty, steam input. You're possibly going to need your gases to be eject on. So you're inputting on gases. The heated cooled tank is empty. You are on the steam frequency. Fluids. Is steam a fluid? I never really remembered. Steam input is 0. And you're water. So you should be eject on for fluids. I wish there was a way with the quantum entangloper to see... Oh, you are getting water, so that's cool. You can see water's happening. Steam is happening. Hey, look, steam's happening. Nice. All right. So that's cool. Are you net gaining on steam or what? Steam input is 2,000 millibuckets per tick. Okay, cool. So now if I bump this up to a 1 instead of a 0.1. Good there. So that's 1 millibucket per tick. Now we're producing 20,000 millibuckets per tick of steam. And you're producing RF, which we're going to have to feed and deal with at some point. So I'm not quite sure where our energy is going. Oh, you know what? It's probably going into here. Yeah, see, look, you can see it on the tooltip. So what I should really have is that your energy should be off, and then you're going to build up energy in your internal buffer. Right? Okay. Cool. Cool. And then we'll have a valve for energy going out at some point. So good. So you can see that you're starting to turn just a little bit. Nice. What if I set you to 10? Also doing okay, and net gaining on fuel, which is good. And then you're producing much more RF. Nice. All right, so then let's wrap up here. We'll come back next time, get ready to deal with a few things. 1, I need to set up an auto emergency shut-off in case this gets overheated. 2, I need to handle nuclear waste. 3, I need to handle power generation and dump it into a battery somewhere and void it into a trash can if battery is full. All right, so for now, Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time and play a little bit more. So we're pretty close. That's cool. All right, take it easy.